I haven't seen this thread yet, so...
It's delectable.
Oh, God.
Chat, are you ready for Schadenfreude out the actual arse?
Now, I just want to let you guys know that this is trolling. This is people basically abusing the new checkmark system on Twitter to make fun of the checkmark system on Twitter, because honestly, the new checkmark system on Twitter is a fucking joke. And I will say, I don't really want to offend anyone. I don't want to offend anyone. I have friends who have paid $8 for Twitter Blue to get a verification checkmark.
But I do.
I have friends who have done it.
And I still consider them good people.
And I do consider them good people. I do, however, now consider them dumb good people. Because anyone who buys Twitter Blue is a fucking idiot. People are being like, I'm buying it for the features. I'm like, there's no features. It's just a check mark right now. It has coming soon written all over it. I don't know, man. People, if you ever want proof that the check mark was just about validation and not about anything else, there you go. But basically, people have now taken the verified check mark and run with it. We now have George W. Bush verified on Twitter saying, and I don't want to say it, I'm actually having... Why am I having deja vu right now? I'm experiencing hardcore deja vu. But George W. Bush
says, in gaming, in the category gaming, I miss killing Iraqis. Sad face.
Y'all are missing the point about the $8. It's a small price to pay to make this app completely unusable, and I'm assuming he is going to quickly learn we can get refunds from the credit cards we used if he suspends us prior to a month, is what I would say if I was someone other than the greatest president America has ever known. So there you go.
So somebody has literally made... Keep scrolling. There's a whole thread of these.
I know.
There is a whole thread.
Ben Shapiro says, Matt Walsh won't stop calling me and talking about genitalia.
That might be true.
It sounds true to me. Dear diary.
This Biden one nearly caused me to die.
President Biden, I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. Okay, OJ Simpson says, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did that shit. Dave Chappelle says, trans women are women, no longer Team Turf, y'all. Dave Chappelle.
That's nice.
Such
Good job.
Tony Blair.
Quote tweeting.
Same, to be honest.
Quote tweeting George W. Bush saying same TVH. Oh. Oh.
Rudy Giuliani, the real Rudy Giuliani, says...
Nancy Pelosi and I do not agree on many things, but them things thangin', I'll tell you what.
Elon Musk says, verified Elon Musk says, starting today, we'll begin offering Twitter Gold, a free subscription that gets you yearly family vacations and nightly dinners with me. If your name is Grimes, please come back. I love you. And my child, X_221.
Look at this one. People thought this was real.
I thought this was real.
Nintendo of America.
No, genuinely.
Tweeting out
this one got
Mario
me.
flipping the bird.
This one actually got me. I was like, why are they... Is Nintendo against Twitter now? And then I was like, oh. Dude, it's...
Yeah, that's... If you're Nintendo, you would be fucking furious. Because for every person who understands it's a joke by a different verified account, there is another person who thinks that was Nintendo and they're shocked and appalled.
Dude, I thought it was Nintendo.
Yeah, but you worked it out.
In like 2 seconds, right?
But that's what I'm saying.
But I'm really, really internet savvy, like you guys. Like we're all very like aware of this. We're like fucking old dogs at this now. But my God, it got for like 2 seconds. It got me, which means that any boomer is gonna be convinced for like a day. Anyway. So Christmas, verified Christmas.
Which is Doja Cat said, I don't want to be Christmas forever, Elon Musk. Please help, I've made a mistake.
Yeah, so Elon Musk actually turned off changing your name and changing your profile picture because people were doing this shit.
She's stuck as Merry Christmas.
It's great that Twitter itself now has multiple verified accounts, multiple places to ask for assistance if anything comes up. So
this is a new fake Twitter. And the craziest thing about this one, whoa, Twitter Blue is now available for free. Crypto/NFT holders can now get Twitter Blue for free by authenticating their wallet assets. Authenticate now at twitter-blue.com. P.S. There may be a surprise after authenticating. Bird NFT, eyeball. This got 28,000 retweets. Because
basically we all hope deeply in our hearts that crypto bros get fucked on.
Yeah, but like,
Because it's got less than 5,000 likes. This is all people retweeting it, being like, buy NFTs,
like,
you guys.
people are gonna get scammed.
Yes, no. People did get scammed. I 100% guarantee one person fell for this. Do you know what the crazy thing about Twitter Blue is? Do you know what the craziest thing about Twitter Blue? It's available in the UK, but only on the iPhone, which means there's at least like 4 people in the UK that went out today, bought iPhones just to get Twitter verified.
And I was one of them. Just kidding.
No, I guarantee you that one motherfucker spent like $600 on some old iPhone just so he could do it. They deserve as much. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And then, can I also highlight? Wait, what was I going to highlight? My brain just turned off. Keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling. Okay, Twitter Blue might lead to a small crisis at the Vatican, but I'm sure it'll be sorted out soon. Pope Francis, real pontifex, as the apostle tells us in Corinthians 11:14, the wicked may pose as the righteous and lay snares to trap the unworthy. Social media has worsened this phenomenon. Our blessed store is the only authorized source for indulgences at $8 a month. Link in bio. Martin Luther, I got 95 theses, but this shit ain't it, chief.
No.
Pope John Paul I, rest in pontifex. Interesting that none of you are talking about how I was murdered by the mafia and Vatican Bank. Maybe Google Gladio and open your third eye.
Oh, shit.
Pope Francis slaps back. Wait, this is pontifex. My brother in Christ, this is unseemly and shows the sin of scandal. Please stop.
Wait, there's so many fake popes.
And then there's another one. Pope Francis, real. Bitches, get the fuck out of here. I'm in France, popping champagne wine, getting high and lit, and loving every minute. Hashtag Chateau Neuf.
Chateau Neuf.
Chateau Neuf. Avignon. Anti-popes for life.
Hashtag crypto.
So
like,
good.
Absolutely. And the thing is, I don't know who just said it in chat because I have a small brain, but somebody said, Salem said brands are going to drop Twitter so fast. The amount of complaints of their actual timeline earlier, literally, like, it's insane. I bet you people were getting so mad at Nintendo, and Nintendo were like, a random person did a tweet.
Yeah, it wasn't Nintendo.
One of the whole principles that makes Twitter useful is that it's easy to see if you're talking to the real person.
Yeah. So if you did
especially when it comes to celebrities.
If you did actually want to communicate with Martin Luther on Twitter, you'd know it was really him just nailing fucking lists on doors.
I mean, maybe from beyond the grave, but what can I say?
He's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, my
sad.
God.
Crushing. Oh, my God. Who have you been sending nudes to?
Oh, no. Oh, no. He'd said he'd get me into heaven if I sent him my dick.
The pre-buys for 2023 stopped in July or something. Wait, the pre-buys? Like, ad purchases for future things. People aren't buying them. Turns out the fake Nintendo account was made by a Nintendo CEO to troll his... I don't think that's true.
No, that can't be true.
The Nintendo CEO would not be doing that.
No, there's no way.
Absolutely not.
Also, apparently, Major Dad, retired, says, are you guys affiliated with the FBI, female body inspectors? U.S. Department of Breast Services, verified, says they handle enforcement. We handle regulatory compliance for chest-based affairs only. We also work with the Paranormal Investigation Bureau. Verified, chat. Verified. Casey Newton, I don't know who that is. According to messages shared in Twitter Slack, Twitter CISO, I don't know who that is, Chief Privacy Office and Chief Compliance Officer all resigned last night. Yep. An employee says it will be up to the engineers to self-certify compliance with FTC.
So this is actually crazy, okay?
Engineers have to self-certify for the FTC.
Yeah.
Bruh.
So there's a whole agreement on Twitter with with Twitter and the FTC, where when they do things like they have to change how they're doing, like making money and commerce, they have to get it FTC approved ahead of time.
Yes.
Which I don't run a social media platform in America, so I didn't know about that. Recently, Facebook got charged $5 billion.
That's by the European Union, right?
FTC. Apparently by the FTC.
Ooh, FTC don't normally charge that much.
They didn't comply. I don't know. They probably got a discount after it all. But because they were not in compliance, right? And that's really bad.
Twitter Blue Twitter Blue, I genuinely thought, was conceptualized and executed within 10 days. So chances are no.
So the problem is not just that Twitter's going to get in a shit ton of trouble, but also that the people who are having to certify and say, yeah, this seems okay, can also personally get into trouble. Isn't that insane?
It's a personal liability to be an engineer, a coder at Twitter right now.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Now, to add to that, not to skip out on that too early, because, I mean, frankly, I feel like all of this has been deserving of as much time as possible.
Yeah.
But there's this account called Internal Tech Emails, which tweeted out this, and it is apparently a email, the first email sent from Elon Musk to his employees, right?
So it's a mass email.
So it's a mass email to everybody. Okay. I mean, to everyone who's still there, which isn't that many people.
Cool.
And it was reported by
whoever's left.
Yeah, whoever the fuck is left, whatever fucking dust motes are still there. This is where it was reported. It's on the Business Insider. So
Great picture of Elon there, looking nice and healthy. Looking.
There's only so much filler you can get before you start looking lumpy. Is all I'm saying.
Looks like his blood pressure is like in the 4 digits.
Mate, my blood pressure would be. I mean, Jesus. Anyway, and a message from Elon Musk to all of his beloved workers. Yes, I'm making the biggest tub of popcorn right now, like a bathtub size. Exactly, Salem.
Bruh,
Isn't it crazy?
That's not enough. It's not enough, Salem. You need more. You honestly need to buy another bathtub to put more popcorn in. This is a two bathtub situation.
You know, like rich people have those bathtubs like side by side.
Yeah.
And like they can like have baths with their spouse or whatever. But obviously you don't want your spouse to touch you.
Yeah.
So rather than buying a big bath, you get 2 side-by-side baths. You need that, but one of them has popcorn in it.
I do like those baths where it's like they got top and tail baths where like you just like look at each other, but you can browse whatever you want on your phone. You can't see.
You slag. You slag. Anyway, so Elon said, sorry, but this is my first email to the whole company, but there is no way to sugarcoat this message.
That's a good start. That's a good start.
Frankly, the economic picture ahead is dire, especially for a company like ours. Like, highlight the ours. Who owns it, Elon? Is it you? Or is it... Oh, it's all of us. We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
To make me money.
Even though you do exactly what I say when I say it, all that shit.
Yeah, I just was particularly offended by that, especially for a man who just fired like half the fucking people who work there. So, anyway, sorry. Socialism, communism coming out my eyeballs. Especially for a company like ours that is so dependent on advertising in a challenging economic climate. Moreover, 70% of our advertising is brand rather than specific performance, which makes us doubly vulnerable.
How?
That is why the priority over the past 10 days has been to develop and launch the Twitter Blue verified subscriptions. Huge props to the team. I'm sure they're thrilled. Without significant subscription revenue, there is a good chance Twitter will not survive the upcoming economic downturn. We need roughly half of our revenue to be subscription.
What?
Of course, we will still then be significantly reliant on advertising. So I'm spending time with our sales and partnerships team to ensure that Twitter continues to be appealing to advertisers.
Wait, he wants half of all profits or all money incoming money to be Twitter Blue.
Yeah. There is nothing that makes getting a tick more valuable than allowing everybody to have one. Yes.
I'm sorry, how many people would that be, I wonder? Anyway, carry on.
So, of course, we'll be this is the Spaces discussion that Robin, Yol, I don't know if that's pronounced Yol or like Joel, I don't know, and I hosted today. The road ahead is arduous and will require intense work to succeed. We are also changing Twitter policy such that remote work is no longer allowed. Unless you have a specific exception, managers will send the exception list to me for review and approval.
I thought this was our company.
Elon is going to be manually checking.
What happened to R?
You have the right to stay at home. Starting tomorrow, Thursday, everyone is required to be in the office for a minimum of 40 hours a week.
If all the advertisers leave completely, Getting 50% subscriptions will be easy enough.
It's true.
Capo HD.
Yeah, it's yeah. So obviously, if you are physically unable to travel to an office or have a critical personal obligation, then your absence is understandable.
So if you-
Though I will be personally checking.
So if you're like laying on your back with a monitor above you with inside an iron lung,
yeah.
you know, he will verify that. He'll have to come around and
You
look
could be
at
rolled
you.
onto the bus. Okay. I look forward to working with you. Those of you who are left, who I haven't already fired, to take Twitter to a whole new level. The potential is truly incredible.
Is it?
Is it?
You've
You've not shown me any
The
potential.
beginning of that letter was not. By the way, I want to point something out, Joe. I want
Uh-huh.
to point something out. So basically, he says, moreover, 70% of our advertising is brand rather than specific performance,
Mm-hmm.
which makes us doubly vulnerable. So I want to let you guys know that doesn't actually mean anything. Like, you're not stupid. That's just like jargon. That's just
Really?
like, yeah.
I just assumed I don't know anything about advertising.
No, it's genuinely that statement is like he's just made up words.
Mm-hmm.
He's just basically like just said whatever sounds correct in that position. Basically, that rather than specific performance, it's like that doesn't mean anything.
Yes.
So just to let you guys know, when Emily read that, I was sort of like, you can't just make shit up and make it sound. That's what rich people do. Rich people like to say things that sound like correct but aren't, just to gatekeep, just so that
It's a little bit of the Jordan Peterson where he just starts saying things and you're like, well, I guess you're smart.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait a second, that didn't mean anything.
It's gatekeeping and also gaslighting at the exact same time.
And girl bossing.
And girl bossing, of
kidding.
course. Elon's a girl boss. He's definitely.
I can't even work 40 hours a week because of disability. Exactly. It's ridiculousness of ridiculousness.
He paid over 4 times the company value.
Yeah.
I think Elon's financially in a really bad situation. Yes. In the last year on year, Tesla's stock has halved. It is now more than half. It's actually dropped even further in the last week. He has sold $4 billion worth of his shares. I don't know if that's going straight into Twitter to help things run, or if he's just like pocketing it because he knows that he's going to be fucked and that's $4 billion is all he's
There's
going
a
to have
reason
left.
you don't see rich guys doing this kind of stuff. It's because it's a mistake.
Yes.
It's how you lose all your money.
No, I want to say, and I know it's going to break people's hearts, Tony Stark doesn't really exist. Batman doesn't really exist. People don't do these things. It's
No.
bad. Money isn't infinite. And
Yeah, and Tesla stock is fucked because he is using it as leverage for this.
exactly. I mean, the stock was already going down. Basically, once their cars started running over children, it was bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's the thing. At the end of the day, when your cars are seen to be pushing boundaries, that's interesting. When those boundaries being pushed makes your cars look unsafe, that's bad, right? And I think that it's realistic to expect people to have negative reaction, but he wants to be one of the first doing something new, right?
Yeah.
So you have to accept that it's going to take a while for people to get on board, especially when you're running over children.
and also when you're saying, literally, and this is fact, by the way, stop doing brake tests. Too many of our cars are failing the brake test.
It's not good.
No.
It does not look good.
I wouldn't buy a Tesla, by the way, guys.
Yeah, he's not Elon Musk or Bruce Wayne. Exactly. Hang
Also,
on. And then there was one other bit that I wanted to show you guys from this,
my God, I
which
can't.
just
This is-
really cracked me up. And it was this, which is no, it's gone. It was discussing the number of subscribers that they would need to make up the 4 billion.
Oh, someone did the math.
Somebody did the math, but they probably made a mistake and
Right.
then deleted it, I guess. The
Okay.
hell? So now I can't show it to you. That makes me sad. Sorry, chat.
Bugsy
Bugsy
Man with the 33 months. Thank you very
Woo!
much, Bugsy Man. How you doing, dude?
Welcome back to Mug Life. Welcome back to the Way of the Dragonfly. Yeah, so the whole thing is really, 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 really strange. And I don't really understand why he's made the decisions he has. I don't think he understands why. I think he just got too big for his boots. It's always good to check your ego.
Yeah, no, check your ego.
And I've already seen so many people complaining because I don't know if you guys know, but one of the things you actually get from being verified in the past, like legitimately verified, is that you get a tab where you can see all the verified people who like follow you, so you can keep track of the verified accounts.
You get
right?
it. Not be. I have it. Verified. Basically,
Why do you have it?
because
You're not even Twitter blued.
everyone gets it.
When?
Because you have it. Click on notifications.
Because I thought that was a hype thing.
See notifications on the left?
Wait, on
It's not on TweetDeck. It's on twitter.com.
No?
Notifications right there, the third one.
Oh, see notification. What?
Basically, you, as a non-verified person, you have to look at verified people. Look at them. They paid $8 for this M. Look at them.
What, so they've added this? So this didn't exist before?
No.
They've just added it?
Yes.
Ah, see, I thought it was mad. Wow.
Timothy with the tier 2.
Yes!
Self-driving cars is only 5 to 10 years away. Just like it has been for the last 30 years.
It turns out not running kids over is very hard.
Yeah, damn kids. What are they
Damn
doing in the
kids.
streets? You should be following the rules of the road. Timothy, thank you so much for the tier 2 sub. You're a legend. But yeah, no, the thing that I was going to say about it is essentially that the numbers that he wants to pull are not possible. Now, I've seen a variety of people coming out with the maths, and it's obviously difficult numbers, I think, to crunch realistically. But he is looking to achieve probably half of Twitter's users, Twitter accounts having Twitter Blue, which obviously makes being verified completely pointless anyway.
Did a quick search. Found this. If, according to Elon's letter to employees, Twitter needs half of all revenue to come from subscriptions, then he needs roughly 39 million users to subscribe to Twitter Blue at $8 a month, minus App Store fees, or the company goes out of business. At 206 million active users, that's roughly 1 in 5. So
1 in 5 people need to sign up to Blue.
5.22 billion in 2022 revenue divided by 2 equals 2.61. $8, basically, here's the math, basically.
Yeah.
So you guys can...
But he wants Twitter to be a sub-service, and it's really disappointing because I don't want to use Twitter like that. I already don't really use Twitter in the way that it's entirely intended, because obviously what you really want to do on Twitter is just continually go viral with highly retweetable content, whereas I quite like to share opinions and talk about things.
Yeah.
That being said,
Dude,
I am basically having to realize that Twitter is no longer going to be a place where I can make content.
It is starting to look like that. Mm-hmm. It is starting to look like Twitter is... I don't know if Twitter's going to be around.
Nope.
I didn't want to cover this because it wasn't on the docket, and also because I don't think it's very exciting. It's not very interesting to talk about. But recent, in the last 24 hours, all crypto has gone right. Apparently, billions of dollars have been withdrawn from
Elon Musk's personal account.
I think maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's Bitcoin, right? And remember when you could buy Tesla vehicles with Bitcoin. So I'm sort of I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here wondering.
That lines up very nicely.
I mean, he sells 4 billion shares of Tesla, and now billions of dollars is leaving crypto. I'm putting on my tinfoil hat right now. I'm like, it might be
Put
Elon.
that hat on.
I think Elon is the type of person to have a lot of money in crypto.
Yeah. Or Russia. Either way, someone's doing something. I have no reason to know or think it's Russia. They need money too.
Yeah.
Russia are getting less money as well. But either way, we're screwed. Yeah, so it's all kind of crazy. But yeah, I will be posting more on Instagram.
Yeah,
As of this week, I will be posting more on Instagram.
I don't really understand how to use Tumblr. I think it's like a microblogging platform.
I
but
can teach
okay, Emily knows how to use.
No, I don't. I was more of a live journal girl.
Elon Musk is putting Twitter at risk of billions in fines, warns company lawyer. Meanwhile, Musk's personal lawyer is telling people Elon puts rockets into space. He's not afraid of the FTC. Spoken like a true chud.
He's going to jettison himself into the void.
I mean,
rather than dealing with the FTC.
Admittedly, the FTC have no jurisdiction in space. The last place, capitalism.
It hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
Yeah,
he took to the moon too literally.
I mean, Musk is going to corrupt up capitalism if he goes, though. So Twitter's privacy and security teams are in turmoil after Elon Musk changes to the service bypassed its standard data governance process. Now, a company lawyer is encouraging employees to seek whistleblower protection if you feel uncomfortable about anything you're being asked to do.
Yep.
I.e. what we covered earlier, chat, being FTC compliant as an engineer, not as a lawyer. Because the lawyers all got fired, or whatever. The company's chief privacy officer, Damian Kieran, Chief Information Security Officer Leah Kistner and Chief Compliance Officer Maureen Fogarty have all resigned, according to two employees in an internal message seen by The Verge. This is on Slack, by the way. Kistner confirmed the departure in a tweet on Thursday. In a note posted to Twitter's Slack and viewable to all staff that was obtained by The Verge, an attorney on the company's privacy team wrote, Elon has shown that his only priority with Twitter users is how to monetize them. I do not believe he cares about the human rights activists, the dissidents, our users in unmonetizable regions, and all other users who have made Twitter the global town square you have all spent so long building and we all love. So this is a lawyer speaking, by the way.
And this is to people who work for Twitter. This isn't to the public.
This is in the Slack. This isn't like and if you guys don't know what Slack is like Discord, but for professionals. You know how like LinkedIn is Facebook for professionals? Same thing with Slack. It's Discord for professionals. The FTC reached a settlement with Twitter in May after the company was caught using personal user info to target ads. If Twitter doesn't comply with that agreement, the FTC can issue fines reaching into the billions of dollars, according to the lawyer's notes to employees.
Hortensis!
30 months!
Welcome back. Thank you so much for the sub, you legend.
The note goes on to say to its author... goes on to say that its author, who The Verge knows the identity of but is choosing not to disclose, has heard Alex Spiro, current head of legal, say that Elon is willing to take on a huge amount of risk in relation to the company and its users because Elon puts rockets into space and he's not afraid of the FTC. So basically, I mean, this stinks of me. That Elon, money's tight.
Yeah, he's desperate.
Yeah.
Why would you act like this if you're not desperate?
The employee said this week's launch of the revamped Twitter Blue subscription disregarded the company's normal privacy and security review, with a red team reviewing potential risks that the night before the launch, the people normally tasked with this stuff were given little notice, little time, and it's unreasonable to think it was comprehensive. None of the red team's recommendations were implemented before Twitter Blue's relaunch, the employee said. Musk has signaled one of his first priorities is rebuilding Twitter's infrastructure. During Twitter Space's audio conversation with advertisers on Wednesday, he said he wanted to redo the company's software stack so that the same technology is powering the relevance of tweets and ads. We have to be adventuresome here, he said. So basically, it's like gutting the website, redoing how it distributes tweets.
Great.
Because he wants
to deliberately suppress unverified users, meaning that people who cannot afford verification won't have their tweets seen, meaning that a lot of the things that made Twitter famous and gave it clout and importance, especially in the scene of like politics and world news, that's not going to exist anymore.
In a statement shared with The Verge after the story was published, an unnamed FTC spokesperson said the agency was tracking recent developments at Twitter with deep concern. No CEO or company is above the law, and companies must follow our consent decrees. Our revised consent orders gives us new tools to ensure compliance, and we are prepared to use them. Former Twitter outside counsel Rihanna, not even going to try, noted in a tweet that the company's FTC consent order...
Peppercorn.
Like peppercorn. Oh, nice. Requires the company to do privacy reviews before making changes to the product. That same FTC consent order requires Twitter to submit compliance notice signed by predetermined officers of the company to the FTC 14 days after change in company control, which means Twitter owes the FTC a compliance notice 14 days after Musk took over. This tweet is actually really spicy. In 2011, Twitter agreed to a 20-year FTC consent order over its data security practices. In May, FTC fined Twitter $150 million for violating the 2011 order and issued a modified order. If Twitter so much as sneezes, it has to do a privacy review beforehand.
And none of that has taken place.
It's fucking...
He is going to get himself legally fucked.
This is
like fuck bankruptcy. He's gonna be absolutely pillaged.
This is cowboy stuff. You don't want the
government
bro.
Up your ass.
This is literally cowboy stuff, bro. It's
madness, complete and utter madness.
So basically,
Twitter is aflame.
Yeah. This is the full Slack message, I believe. Added more information about the FTC consent order. So basically, it's gonna be bad, bro. I don't think Elon is used to running a company that has to comply with like outside authority.
Cars have to do that.
Yes.
To be safe and shit.
But I think there's ways of getting around that. Maybe I don't really know.
I mean,
also, the FTC is way more of a larger regulatory body than probably any other regulatory body I know about.
Well, you've got to bear in mind that like Elon's rockets are not made by Elon.
No.
Elon's cars are not made by Elon.
But
the issue I think that you see quite frequently is Elon is he has a strong desire to push the envelope with no specific idea of how to actually do that. So what you end up with is somebody shouting, "Make Twitter Blue happen," and all the people who understand how to make the website and all the people who understand how to be compliant to the FTC are fired or told to shut up and made to do work that they know isn't right. And then Elon will turn around and go, "Oh, well, why did this happen?" And it's like, because the people who actually know what they're doing were doing this slowly. It's crazy. I think this is good. He's going to lose Twitter. He's going to crash the Tesla stock and he'll probably have to sell Tesla to pay back the loan. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't personally like Elon, so I don't care about his, like, personal mistakes. Do you know what I mean? But that being said, I do think that there is, like, I mean, it's satisfying. You know, it's like, haha, Schadenfreude, he's ruining his life. But, like, I'd rather Twitter fucking worked. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather the site just worked. I actually think that although Twitter can be really toxic due to its kind of replying, quote, tweeting thing that it does, it's also an interesting place where you can actually learn things. Wow.
I don't know. What is Eli Lilly and Company? What is
I
that?
assume. Well, it...
Are they like a health insurance?
Yeah, I don't know what they do, but they promised free insulin and people are celebrating.
Ah, dude.
Look how fucked this is. Account promises free insulin. People are celebrating. It isn't remotely true. Someone just paid Elon Musk $8.
Well, it went from being funny to depressing very quickly, didn't it?
Yeah. But that's the thing. Is people are fucking with each other. Like, we all laughed at the whole, like, click here to verify your crypto and get free blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people who love Elon and love crypto are just poor people who want to get rich one day and think that they will be able to if they just game this new system. You know, it's all the people who grew up when they were like 6, saw the dot-com bubble, were told, oh, that was the last time you could have got rich off your own hard work. Because, I mean, I do think that while we give way too much clout to billionaires, the reality is if there was somebody who could get rich off their own work and not exploitation of others, that would be incredible. You can't.
No.
Because nobody does. You know, how did Kylie Jenner get to be a millionaire? By selling lip kits made by people on probably minimum wage or below. You know what I mean? Like, the reality is your work does not get you that much money.
No, it's something I've always said. You don't. No one earns $1 billion. It's impossible. Like you can barely. You can. I don't think you can earn.
For all those people who saw that one opportunity slide by as they were children, and now they're going, oh, I really wish that crypto would blow up and then I could get rich. They just probably want to get their own insulin. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up because those people are dumb and a lot of them are scammers and there's a lot of shit. But there's a lot of like good-hearted people who just really want things to go well, and they're clicking on their stupid tweets and losing all their accounts, and your apes are gone, you know? And it's the same with this. Like, this is mean. People are going to be gutted, you know? And it's really sad. They're a health insurance company that bought the insulin patent.
There's a patent for insulin? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I thought there wasn't.
I thought there was like an open...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was like, oh, the patent was sold for $1 and somebody's scamming.
But that's the thing, right? Is that these companies are so rich that they probably could give away insulin for free.
Of course they could.
Yeah, there's like, it's so.
Fred, there's famously no money in health.
No, yeah.
Nobody wants.
Senior people at Twitter have resigned in the last 48 hours. We now know why. They said in a private Slack channels that Elon Musk is so desperate to recoup his money, he's taking crazy risks with your privacy and safety. Right now, Twitter is extremely hackable. That puts every user here at extreme risk for DM leaks, identity theft, and surveillance. Elon doesn't care. He wants his money. So they resigned. And top lawyers told Twitter employees to get whistleblower protections. The FCC just announced they are investigating. They have power to fine Twitter billions. Add this to historical pattern of Elon Musk endangering the public by unleashing about unleashing a half-baked autopilot on public streets without basic technology, and one concludes he feels invincible.
Oop. I don't think he feels invincible right now. He's flipping
Too
out.
long didn't read? Chuckles. I'm indeed.
Fremily. Call back to the Pope tweets from earlier. The @Pontifex reply is the actual Pope.
No. No. No.
I do not believe it. Hang on. We're going in.
No. It's not. It's not. No, that's a big... That's I refuse. Let me find the tweet. Let me find the fucking... This one. This. Hang on. Oh my god, that is...
In Christ.
This
is unseemly and so is
P-O-N-T-I-F-X. P-O-N... Oh my god.
Brothers in Christ, this is unseemly and so's the sin of scandal. Please stop.
100% fucking is. It is.
It actually is. It actually is!
One of those was the real Pope? What?
And someone replied saying, bitches, get the fuck out of here. I'm in
Just
France.
popping bottles and getting lit. Loving every minute.
Imagine replying to the Pope, pretending to be the Pope, with hashtag crypto.
Oh my literal god.
Oh, dude,
This is so bad.
That's perfect. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect in every single way. It's the best. I'm so happy. The weirdest timeline. The weirdest timeline is the actual real Pope replying on Twitter to a fake Pope conversation between himself, Martin Luther, and Pope John Paul I. That is amazing. That's amazing.
No one ever pretends to be the Pope I saw.
No, the Nazi Pope, no.
Sake. Fucking typical.